Hey everybody, I made it to Nightmare on 13th. I'm so excited. I am joined with Mike Henry, who is the owner. We've got the artistic director and we've got the marketing director, Travis and Jimmy. Mike, I'm going to start with you.
Sure.
I came here a couple years ago and I went through the place that
you were
time.
very scared.
So this time I'm going to tell you first and foremost, I'm not going to be scared because this is just going to be a chill interview with just us, and it's cool. But after going through, I did have one question for you.
Yes.
What is wrong with you? Were people mean to you? Did you have mean parents? Did they put fire ants on you?
Well,
why? Why do you want to make me cry?
I had nightmares just like all the other kids. I just want to put them out there and try to scare other people with them.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, for real. Tell me, how did you find this whole thing? How did you start it? This was 27?
Yeah,
28 years ago?
it was. I graduated from college in business, and me and a friend wanted to do something in business, and we come across a haunted house, and I thought, wow, that sounds like fun. Let's try it.
Yeah.
And it stuck. So 28 years later, here we are.
Were you one of the first of its kind?
No, there was lots of haunted houses here in Salt Lake when we first did this.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, this used to be the Institute of Terror before it was Nightmare on 13th.
Okay.
But 2001, terror changed. That connotation changed. And so we changed it to Nightmare on 13th, and we're on 1300 South, so it worked out great.
It was perfect. You couldn't ask for more. Meant to be.
Great. Yes,
right?
meant to be. That's right.
I love it. So tell me how it has evolved, though, because seriously, it wasn't like this in the beginning.
No. Our business model is that we always put money into the show, and we always work year-round to change it every single year. And so when we're doing that, of course, we investigate other technologies and other cool gags and ways to scare people. And this is 28 years of culmination. Here in 10 years, we'll say that this was
old school.
Yeah, old school.
I think as an owner, your job is probably to surround yourself with really creative, awesome people, right?
Absolutely. That's why I have these two guys.
All right. Well, let's go to Jimmy and Travis. Travis, you're our marketing director, and Jimmy, give me your title because I know I messed it up. Casting and
art director.
And art director. So a lot of the really cool stuff we're seeing goes to Jimmy. Yes.
Yeah. I do a lot of the conceptual design work, build, and that. We have a whole crew that helps do it. But yeah, it's a year-round thing for us. We work pretty hard to make it look as good as it does and be as scary as it is.
It's really scary. So Jimmy, tell me year after year, how do you stay on top of the game? Because this is a competitive industry, right?
It's an extremely competitive industry. Well, I always watch what's trending in the horror industry. I also like to kind of keep things in the core root of Halloween, which is one thing our hunt's really well known for. So yeah, just watching what people are liking, and I always keep it fresh. I say haunted house is like a good horror movie. You see it once, it scares you. You see it twice, it kind of startles you. Third time, it isn't going to do it. And a haunted house is exactly the same. So you have to keep it fresh and always keep an eye on what people are scared of currently, because it changes year to year.
So what inspired you this year? Give me a little behind the scenes of you figuring out how to make this come to fruition.
I was interviewing a couple customers last year, and I kept hearing the word tradition. This place is a tradition for us. So we decided this year that it would be good to do a lot of stuff that's very core root Halloween. So we did Sleepy Hollow, which is about as American as you can get for a horror story. We did a Dark Harvest area, which is just brimming with pumpkins and scarecrows and all sorts of stuff like that. So that was, and we also kind of brought it out here in the courtyard, which you can kind of see around us.
Tell me how you find your artists. Is that what most people want to be called who are a part of this, or?
My performers?
Performers. How do you find your performers?
I find them everywhere, honestly. Facebook's a good place for it. I also get a lot of inquiries, and really I just get people from every walk of life that walk in here. I have people that are chemists. I have people that are bankers. I have one guy that calls himself a professional weirdo. I mean, they come from everywhere, and they all love Halloween, and so they all make great actors because they want to be a part of it so much.
So not necessarily professional actors, but actually just people who have a passion.
I do have professional actors that work for me, but a good hunk of them have no acting experience, and they come here and they're brilliant performers. They just didn't know they had it inside of them.
Oh, that's awesome. So what if someone out there wants to audition? What do they need to do?
There's a lovely employment tab at the bottom of our website.
Okay.
Send me in an inquiry, and I will contact you.
Ooh, do they need to have a video or a reel or anything? Don't be scared, just show up.
Willingness to do some very strange and unusual things.
So before I move on to Travis here, tell me a little bit about your background. I mean, what was wrong with you, Jimmy? Why do you want to scare us all?
What was wrong with me?
Were you tortured or hurt as a child? Were you have mean siblings?
I went through a haunted house when I was 7 years old and became so extremely obsessed about it that I wanted to do it professionally. And so it followed me my entire childhood all the way up to adulthood. And so I actually kind of bred myself to be a haunted house artist because of that.
Awesome. Wow, very cool. And when did you start here at Nightmare on 13th?
11 years ago.
Very cool. Well, Jimmy, thank you. And thank you for your artistic contribution to our Halloween, which I will not be partaking of this year, thankfully. But the time that I did go through, it was terrifying, and you were fully in charge. So you're a beautiful man, even though I can't take my eyes off your eye. Why? He's so nice to me, and I'm still scared. All right, Travis, it's you. Let's talk marketing just a little bit. Are we okay if we move this way?
Sure.
All right, tell me this, because marketing something like this year to year, how long have you been part of the company?
So I've been here for 6 years.
And what is your challenges? Because seriously, the whole world of marketing is changed so much in 6 years, right?
It has. It's always changing, even month to month. The biggest struggle that we have that's unique to the marketing world is the fact that we're not in business for 10 months out of the year. And so we have to remind people that we still exist.
Yeah.
Not only that, but we start marketing in the middle of August for something that's for Halloween, right? And Halloween isn't for like 2.5 months. It's been in the grocery stores for weeks, but we're just barely starting to tell people, hey, we're around still. Get ready. We open second weekend or third weekend of September each year, and so we have this struggle of like getting people into the Halloween spirit before it's fallen upon them, because most people don't start thinking about Halloween until a couple days before. But we have this unique responsibility to share Halloween with the world.
You really do.
and that has to start before a couple weeks before Halloween.
So tell me some cool things you've done, because I know you're ranked by like USA Today and Travel. So brag on yourself a little and tell me about how you get yourself out there on a national level to compete.
It all honestly comes down to the product. If you don't have a good product, you're not going to get ranked. And so it goes back to what Jimmy was talking about, is changing and staying up with the times and having a good product that people can consistently come back year after year. My job would be a heck of a lot more difficult if we didn't have an amazing product that we could show to the world.
Before I go, you have a new attraction here because you started something to become year-round. You're doing this whole escape room thing. Tell me where this was born and how we get involved and come and escape. Is it scary?
No.
Is he going to have the eye in? Like, what's going to happen?
No. So Escape on 13th is a business that opened June of 2017. We took our 28 years of set design experience and creating immersive environments for people to experience, and we implemented them into escape rooms, a game that someone is theoretically, hypothetically locked in a room for 60 minutes, and they progress through a storyline and a game where they have to solve clues and riddles and puzzles, unlock boxes, different things like that, and they have 60 minutes to escape that room. So we have one game that's an Egyptian game that's called Curse of Anubis. We have a pirate game called Walk the Plank. That one's pretty self-explanatory. You walk the plank if you don't get out in time. And then we have a third game that's a spy game called Rogue Agent.
Ooh, those all sound really fun. I have not done that yet. Sylvia has done an escape room before. We're excited to know. All you have to do is call 2 hours in advance, and you can get in here Monday through Saturday, anytime with your group. Do you have a minimum number of people that need to be with you?
Yep, so the minimum booking is 4 individuals. The price and all the details for that is on escapeon13th.com, or you can go to nightmareon13th.com. Get your tickets to the haunted house here for the next couple days, and then there's a tab up at the top that says Escape on 13th. You can go over there and learn more about the different games, watch videos about actual footage of inside our games.
Well, I'm going to borrow a term I heard before we got started. They are the most scenically submersive in the state, because I've heard some of these rooms, they kind of throw up a chair, maybe a little paint on the walls. You guys turn it into like walking onto a movie set. I think you probably have a little bit to do with that,
I
right?
have a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
Yes, the scenic. I just like playing games that are really immersive, and when we play a video game, it's immersive. And so this is like a live action video game. You're solving puzzles, you're having to escape in a certain amount of time, and an escape room is just like that. So we took everything we do over here, except the scary part of it, and implemented it over here.
This sounds like my jam. I think this needs to happen for Holly. This is going to be my new where I roll at Nightmare on 13th.
It's really fun. They're very addictive. When you play one game, you'll start playing all of them.
Okay, Mike, let's talk the end of the season. Thank you, Travis. Yep. Don't go anywhere, though. You guys have one more weekend left. So we
Yes.
are Halloween night happening, and then we are happening on Friday and Saturday. Tell me about, is it blackout nights?
It is. It's blackout night. And if you think the Nightmare on 13th is scary now, wait till we turn out the lights. We turn out all the lights in the show, and we give you a little teeny finger light, and you get to shine it wherever you want to.
So get in here. Is there any way, how do we get tickets? Can we just show up?
You
What
get
do we do?
tickets on nightmareon13th.com, discount tickets online.
I love it. Okay. So you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for raising the bar and making this so cool and making it something that I can't handle still. I'm trying. Maybe one day I'll grow up.
Yeah.
But thanks for your time, and I guess we'll see you next year, right?
Yes, thank you.
All right, everybody, there you have it. Nightmare on 13th is open Halloween night and Friday and Saturday for their blackout nights. And of course, there is Escape on 13th. Everybody check it out year-round. That is really cool. Log on to Talk365TV's Facebook page because we are doing a massive giveaway this week. All the details will be there, how you enter to win. But our grand prize is going to be dinner and dessert for two at the Rio Grande, of course. But now we're adding tickets to Nightmare on 13th for two. So you know you want this prize. Get in there. And you know what? I'm just really happy that I was able to come here and like keep it together and not be scared and have like a normal interview where I was able to say all the words. I remembered names. No! Son of a... Why? Come to Nightmare on 13th.